So we have enough for a quorum. So I'm going to call the meeting to order at 6:32. And the first thing is the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review them?
I'll make a
Need a
motion that
motion?
they were read.
A motion to accept minutes?
Okay.
Second?
Seconded, Kathy. I do have a question, and that is, actually, James, maybe you can help me?
Yeah.
Is it Mia or Maya?
Maya Betts.
And it's M-A-Y-A?
Yes.
Okay. So it's noted here in several places for M-I-A, so it's M-A-Y-A. Okay. That makes sense? Okay. Can we accept the minutes with those changes? Oh, my name also was misspelled in this. Number 5.
Number 5, okay.
I'm missing an L.
Oh, you are missing now.
Let me tell you, that's short of wonderful to just miss an L. So as changed,
Motion to
All in
accept
favor?
changes.
anyone opposed? Okay, very good. Motion accepted. All right, let's see where we're going tonight. I'm not on my best gig, so we're gonna start with you, Kelly.
I'm also not. I'm fatigued from the women's game last night, so
Ah,
my apologies. But so no real updates from our March meeting. Still going with the spring calendar. Events are going very well. I will start to work on the summer calendar. We do have the date for the annual lobster roll concert, and that will be June 21st. So that is set, and it will be the same, different band, but we'll have the lobster rolls and the ice cream truck and everything. So, and other than that, there's not much of an update from last month.
do you have a cost yet of that event?
I do not.
All right, sounds good. I did see that it was advertised in Facebook for the journaling.
Yes, we tried. Didn't get anybody, so.
Didn't get anybody. Not enough people, okay. Nice try.
Thank you.
Okay, social services.
Everybody. Again, not too many new things over in my end. Just a reminder about the renter's rebate. I'm sending out flyers to Higley and Metacomet folks, but all seniors and anyone who is disabled, receiving Social Security disability, anyone 65 and older is eligible to apply. So the flyers will go out to them this week, and then anybody else in town just gives a call. I'll put a little note on the on my website, and then talk turkey, and then spread the word. Yes.
What are they getting
What's
once they
that?
sign up?
What's that?
What are people that are signing up for?
So the renter's rebate is a one-time rebate for folks who were elderly or disabled that rented in the previous calendar year. So they get a rebate on their rent/utilities if they pay any.
Is that a flat rate or is it based on income?
It's based on income and what they've paid out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can get up to $900 for a married couple and up to $700 for an individual. And I'll just reiterate the new income levels. The couples can go up to $53,400, and an individual is $43,800 a year. So spread the word. It's a nice little, something a kickback to folks who may be under those limits, and it comes in November. So they have from now all the way until October 1st to apply. And it's a very easy application.
And are we advertising that at the villages?
Yeah, they went out this week. They're going out. So I sent a brochure to them, kind of outlining what they need to bring to me. or email to me or drop to me, and if they want to make an appointment to come in physically, and it gives them the whole gamut.
Okay.
Where to call, how to get things. You have to get proof of your rent that you paid in 2023 this year, and then your income you received, and your utilities that you paid. So, it's calling Eversource, requesting a printout, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not a really hard one compared, to some of the programs.
So it's
quick.
going individually to people?
It
At
goes
the
just to the
villages?
villages, yeah, individually. Yeah, because it's,
Yeah, we don't know who else
it's
is
a lot of people
actually
65
renting.
and older or renting or disabled, it's hard to know.
Yeah. Renting, but it could be that they're disabled, but they still have to be renting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it could be within Turkey Hills, that's a lot of people to mail, not knowing who,
Yeah, right.
would be a big mailing.
Right.
So that's why it's great to spread the word for people that you may know that are renters.
Okay. I wonder if that's something we can cross-check with our listing of, we just did a listing of 80 and over. I don't know if there was anybody at Turkey Hills. I think I only did one person at Turkey Hills in my notes off the top of my head, but that might be something to cross-check, just to let them know. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Going well. Good Samaritan program.
I don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have an update since last month.
Okay. Quick. Okay, old business, membership. We have a new member. Tom, welcome aboard.
That's old news already.
I know, it's old news. He has been sworn in, so he's able to vote too, so it's all good for there. East Granby Cares Day, April 27th?
Yeah, and I just actually talked to Mr. Jackson or Mr. Mandrala today. We'll probably have between 28 and 32 volunteers. So once we start to take the requests, we'll have to pick and choose where we can go, just because, obviously there's sort of a limit to how many we can get to.
Okay, that's very good.
It's a great group.
Yeah, isn't that like the most we've ever had?
Yeah, it's similar to last semester, but definitely in the year in total, it definitely is.
Yeah. Have we had any requests yet?
Yeah, we're up to like 10 or 11.
Ooh,
I'm doing good.
James, when do you want to get the final list back? So that you
Maybe,
guys can divide it and call them.
Yeah, maybe just what's today?
Second.
Maybe by the 14th, 15th. Just because I should probably have the groups by then, and I can just make a schedule.
It's the 27th, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
By Monday the 15th?
Yeah, that works.
all right. If we had to do the 17th, would that be all right too?
Yeah.
Last year, we had 3 people sign up, last minute, so email it to you on the 17th.
Okay.
It gives just people over that weekend, and then Monday
Yeah.
or Tuesday,
Gotcha.
if that's enough time. If not, I'll do
Yeah, no, I think it should be fine, because,
That's 10 days.
yeah, I can just make a schedule up real quick,
Okay.
so.
what type of requests are you getting so far?
Mostly yard work, and we just had one just to help lift air conditioning units, they'll install it, but that's, other than that, it's yard work type stuff, so.
Awesome, okay, great. The next thing is review of the COA website, and Marie is out tonight, and so I'd like to table that and move on from there. I have not done the last PowerPoint either that I'm overdue on, and that's for the wellness for me. I have all the pictures, I just have to put them together. Okay, so we're up to, excuse me, our 2024 initiatives. And the first one was technical lessons on the phone and the PC. So Maya and Kathy, you were working together on that.
Yeah, I wrote to the guidance counselor that I used to work with before, and she said, oh, Friday's my last day, so I'm forwarding she said, this is a great idea, we'd love to do it. And she forwarded my message to the two new people who are taking her place. And then I wrote directly to them and said, hi, when's your next teacher work day, professional development day, so maybe we can have something at the library. And I never heard back from them. I did check with Monique at the library, and she's willing to open the library 1 hour early so that the training can be from 9 to 10. So we don't,
Nice.
mess up any of the customers, but I can't get the folks at the high school to write back to me yet. So I'll ping them another message tomorrow.
Okay. And one of the things that we did say on that was that we were going to have some hard copy of instructions as well that they could take. So we really need to put together a list of what topics we want to cover. So it has to be iPhone and Samsung, and then Mac versus PC, and basic things that we want to cover, I would assume. Okay.
I find with the people I work with that often it's text messaging that they need help with, setting up email, setting up Facebook, and making basic phone calls, like finding contacts, figuring out where they are, who's their favorites, like very basic.
Okay, great.
Phones. I do a lot of text message training.
It's good.
Yes. Okay, very good. Donna, did you catch all those?
I got them. And people forget, because you get on your screen and they get into like here and they forget it's on the different, and just scroll. So like I'll set up like at the bottom where their favorites are or how to find things.
Yeah.
Very basic use, but I do a lot of it.
Okay, very good. And I did also reach out to the superintendent to follow up on the senior reading program. We are advertising it on our website, seniors helping at the schools. And I don't know that anybody's ever followed through on this. So I am reaching out, and I'm waiting for the superintendent to get back to me. And I have not mentioned the other program because she hasn't had a dialogue with me yet. So I didn't want to hit her with too many things until...
I was in a meeting right before this meeting, and she said to convey to you that she has sent it out to all the administrators, and they're trying to coordinate, and then she's going to get back to you.
Oh,
So
good.
she has already acted on it.
So there's some interest in it then?
She said that, yes,
Oh.
it sounded like it.
Sounded like there's an interest. That's great. Okay.
I did it in Hartford with the kids, and I don't know what their program is here, but at lunchtime, and it was a lot of fun to work with the kids. It's very rewarding.
You know, and we do have a lot of people, especially like at the villages, that I think would be really good at it.
Yes,
And they'd be interested in it.
Maybe they could get the bus to come around and pick them up and that kind of thing too. So,
That might be an option?
We'd have to see. That would be a lot of factors. What time,
Yeah.
vendors are available.
is this going to be over lunch?
I have no information of it at all. It was just a document on the website that said our seniors will go out to your schools and, read to the students or interact with them. So I didn't know any more of that, and I didn't know it was dated 2021. So we're starting over again to kind of see where it is, and, none of the contacts were up to date.
If you need some moral support with it, I'd be glad to help out,
Awesome, great, thank you.
because I have a little bit of
Yes.
experience.
Well, it's funny, I did a youth group when I was younger. I had a religious youth group, and we used to do all of these activities in town. And we had this one woman that played the bells. She was blind, completely blind, but she played the bells for us, and that was like the favorite place to go. All the kids would we'd have 20 kids pile into her little apartment, and she would play the bells for us and all, and tell us stories and all. We were like, we're here to help you. But, she was just so excited to have company. So,
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there's a lot of people, there's a wealth of information in the seniors, just of what they've gone through and all. I have an adopted, my aunt's father's 103, and he was at Pearl Harbor. So, they're doing a wonderful program. My cousin is doing a wonderful program, getting him out in the public and interviews and capturing that information before it's gone. Sure. Because there's not that many left that were in Pearl Harbor. So I'd like to see us get the elderly involved. So the next thing is the free attorney elder law program.
So I got a couple things. I spoke to Nathan over here at Bigford Attorney at Law.
Oh.
And he said he can do it no matter what day, as long as it's not Friday, Monday through Thursday, anytime during the day. I just gotta shoot him an email with a date and time that we would like to set something up, and he'd be more than glad to come over and speak to the senior citizens or anybody at that. I'm also part of the Bradley Chamber of Commerce, and we had a cybersecurity luncheon this past Thursday. It was pretty informative. I instantly thought of this group with our senior citizens. They did a lot of talking about passwords, how to set up a proper password, what to look for in like phishing scams with like emails and stuff like that. If that's something that we're interested in as a commission to also put out to our seniors, I can get that set up as well at no cost, and that's coming from the head of cybersecurity for 360 Credit Union.
Oh, okay.
So they're more than welcome to come and talk to our senior citizens during the day, kind of like a setup, like a whole cybersecurity, what to look for. I think that's key. There's so many different scams out there nowadays. More and more you're starting to see them in emails and
Text messages?
yeah, text messages. So I really wanted to bring that to the commission today to see if that would be something that we'd be interested in as well.
Yes. Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, I've done security ones, but certainly, again, I think if possible, to do it like at a later hour where I am not able to do it, it's really beneficial because you can capture also some folks that might still be working and interested in some of these programs.
Okay.
That can't come at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
1
right.
p.m.
Right.
So, if the commission's putting it on, that would be something, and I can check, Nicole can check the room, or I can check to see what's available when you have some dates.
Okay, perfect.
But I would recommend, if possible, to do it,
In the evening.
Yeah, I mean, even 5 o'clock or something.
Okay.
I don't know what the bank folks,
Yeah, might be a little tough. It's all right, I'll take the guy out there for drinks afterwards. We'll figure it out.
Well, even like 4:30,
Yeah.
or somebody might be able to get out of work half hour early or something.
Okay.
Just something different than what I would normally do, because then you may capture
Okay.
folks. And if it's, not the winter, it's still light out.
Yeah, right. It'd be anytime we decide to do it type thing, So if I can get the bank to come in the evening hours, I'll shoot for whenever he's available, and we'll try to shoot like maybe like June, July. Give it a chance to get the word out to everybody. I would think, right?
Yeah, like my next newsletter wouldn't go out until it covers June, July, August. It will go out like second week of May.
Oh, okay, perfect.
The only thing is people do travel, like our numbers tend to go down over the summer. So.
Well, you tell me when's the best time to do it then.
I would probably say the fall.
Fall, okay. For both the cybersecurity and the attorney at law?
I mean, you might be all right in June, but again, in the summer, my numbers definitely go down because people.
So we should
see
shoot for the fall for
grandkids
that one as
are
well.
off, and Yeah, I would say either June or then, September, October,
Okay.
or November would be the next newsletter.
Okay.
And I wouldn't need that from you till end of July, early August at the latest.
Okay.
And I think Talk Turkey hits households in August. Do you know, Elise? I think there's one that hits right at the end of
Let's
August,
see.
and then another one that hits in September.
I have,
Or maybe October.
no, I have a July one. I don't have an
There's one
August.
that
So
doesn't have-
September, October, then it must be.
Yeah, September and October,
Okay.
and then we have in November. Yeah.
Okay, so it depends, I mean, if you want it in the Talk Turkey, just make sure it's after the September date that it hits homes with enough time to register, so I would say
Got it.
at least like late September or into October.
Okay.
But once you kind of start thinking about it, you can always give me a list.
Okay, so we'll have you follow up, John, with both of those and see.
Yeah, I'll shoot them emails tomorrow and let them know that we're looking towards the fall time, and we'll go from there.
Okay. We want to do both of them in the fall, nothing like in June?
That's, would be up to you guys.
I mean, I can do whatever you want.
I think if you do early June before the kids get out of school, maybe the first 2 weeks of June,
okay.
you could still do it then, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can make a
I
phone
think
call
July and
have it in a
August
couple
are the
weeks.
only months that aren't really, people are away on vacations and stuff, but,
Yeah, maybe first 2 weeks of June.
yeah. I would
What's the
recommend
Talk
that.
Turkey prior to that?
May 6th that goes out for May 18th.
So if you want it in the Talk Turkey, you would want to,
Okay, so,
like under the commission section, you would want to make sure it's ready to go for
Right.
the May 6th.
so I guess my question would be, do you want to have both of these in June, or do you want to have one in June, one in the fall?
Well,
I would say the student one, with the technical training.
Well, this is different. I mean, this is,
Well, that's the law
No.
thing, sorry. never
yeah,
mind.
if
yeah,
the
this is
student
the
thing
attorney
is,
Yeah, yeah,
one.
it's
Right,
attorney
so-
So the attorney one I think might be good for the fall.
okay,
And I'm thinking that the cybersecurity one would be good in June, because I don't know. Do you get more crap in the summer? Junk mail and stuff in the summer?
I don't know, my personal thing is, cybersecurity, I really don't think we should wait too long on it. I mean,
Well, I think we could offer that like a couple of times a year, actually. you know
yeah,
what
I mean, so that's just,
So-
I don't think we can do that enough, to be honest with
Right.
you.
Just thought, you might do it at the end of June and say, bring your grandchild with you if you want to help, or something like, grandchildren welcome to maybe assist them, and then they're out of school, just another angle if
Right.
they don't have to come, but if, you want the help of your son or daughter or grandchild, then you could make that an option for people to bring.
So where am I sitting? Here? Right there. Okay. You save the seat for me. You save the seat for me.
Hi, Warren. Welcome.
But again, people do end up, the numbers do drop toward the end of June. So, kind of like,
Yeah, okay.
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just,
Sooner the better.
I'm gonna kind of just make some emails tomorrow and see what they can do for me and when they can work out for us. And if it comes that I gotta stand on a street corner with a sign, well, I rode around this weekend as the Easter Bunny, so I don't think I have an issue embarrassing myself. That was me, buddy.
That's crazy.
Yep, bringing joy to everybody.
Awesome. I was wondering, I saw the Easter Bunny out in front of a house, and I was like, is that Tom?
That was me. That was me. Having
That's
fun.
cool.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Okay, so let us know if you, what you
Yeah,
need.
I'll keep everyone
I'd like to
impressed.
see that we also do a recording of some type, whether it's, the person just doing a quick recording, or we can, reiterate what they say as a quick
I
recording
can
to
set
put
up
on
a
our
tripod
site.
with a tablet to record it. You know, if we're, you know, if we want to do like a recording or something like that, we can certainly set up a tablet on a tripod and hit record and.
Well, I just
Film it,
don't know
yeah.
how many seniors are going to sit through an hour recording as opposed to short and sweet cybersecurity that we can put up on the website and kind
Yeah,
of push
the
them.
whole presentation was maybe 20 minutes long, and he had a little slideshow that went
Okay.
along with it. So there's a lot of detail to it in a short amount of time frame.
Right.
Because I mean, we did it at the brewery. You really think we were going to pay attention that long? You know, so it was 20 minutes, and then we went to start eating, you know, eating our pizza and whatnot. And that 20 minutes, there's so much information. But the way it was presented, you were able to retain it very well.
Right.
And, you know, you had an idea when you walked out of there, knowing that, okay, if it's Amazon that says Abi, or, you know, it's not, you knew what to be looking for with
Right.
just a few sentences type thing, you know? So I think it'd be good.
Well, also, when you talk to him, just see if we would be able to record him and use it on our website.
I will, I'll
Because that's
definitely
the
ask.
other thing, is if it's, you know, he's with a company, so
Yeah.
he may not be willing,
Yeah, I'll
unless we're
definitely ask.
advertising, you know, for him. That's just might be an issue.
Yeah, I'll follow up on that
Okay.
one. That's a good point. Yeah, good point.
And that would be the same thing with the elder law, you know, whatever materials that they give, either, you know, can we duplicate them for our website, short and sweet notes on that or
absolutely.
something, whatever. We just want to make sure that we have permission to do that.
Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
The next thing is thinking of you cards to 80-plus-year-olds for seniors in town. Kathy?
So we had 220 individual people, but so we got 220 cards and divided them up, and 5 of you kind ladies just offered to help. So we have 6 people to write out 220 cards. And then it turns out that some of them are couples and they're only going to get 1 card. So it came down to 189. So I had a bunch of leftover stamps and envelopes. And I talked to Kelly about it, and I wanted to get cards to all the people in the villages because they might not be 80, but I met several of them and delivered library books to them, and some of them seem really isolated. So I thought, boy, it'd be nice to send cards to the villages. So I called Adriana at Metacomet Homes, and I said, you know, what do you think about it? She said, I think they would all love to get cards. So there are 72 residents there, and we had 17 of them already on our list of over 80 and over. So I wrote out 55 more cards, and I bought 21 more stamps. And I have them ready to go to the villages. But we have to iron out this, we have to hammer out this insert tonight, because I talked with Elise, I talked with Cheryl, I emailed with Cheryl, I emailed Kelly, and all 3 things are pretty vastly different. So I was hoping, we could just like get her done, and then, you know, print up the inserts in the next couple of days, and I'll put all the inserts in, I'll seal all the envelopes, and I'll send out all the cards.
Okay. Who's
So-
doing the insert? Who's printing it?
I don't know, but first we
Okay.
need the wording. I just want to
Yes.
get the wording, and then we can go. from
Okay.
there.
I did, one of my 2 a.m. thoughts was the COA assists with many things like friendly phone calls or visits or even small household tasks / needs. We have volunteers ready to help. Call Kelly at Senior Services and let us help make your life easier and better. So I just threw something together thinking that we could build off of that. One of the things I know, Elise, you're concerned about visits.
Me too.
Um,
I'm not going into anybody's house I don't know.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if we have the folks to do the visits. So that's why I don't want to put it out there and say,
We don't.
Calls
We
for
have very
visit.
few volunteers right now, so I would not make that the main focus of that insert.
My goal is I want to get the maximum out of sending 220 cards or 250 cards. That's what I want to do. If we're reaching out to people that are shut-ins, I want to make the most of it to tell them what's available to them, whether it be phone calls or you know, they get their talk turkey, so they're not calling you already. So a personal note that says, we really are here to help, might reach them better than something just posted in everybody's talk turkey.
I guess if you could
That's
take
my
out the
goal.
word visits, I would feel better. Phone calls, sure. But visits gives me the chills.
Okay. But, you know, one of the things that we've also talked about was doing small household tasks for them, changing light bulbs or something.
Well, when we say small household tasks, though, I think for us, we refer to CARES Day for those, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we don't really.
No, because CARES Day is now outdoors only.
Correct. but
That's the
we
problem.
don't- So we don't have the volunteers, Cheryl, is what we're saying. So you're going to send something to 220 people saying, we'll come in, we'll do tasks for you, we'll do all this stuff. And I think we have 2 people and they're both seniors. So, you know, there's a very limited amount of volunteers we have right now. So that's why I'm reluctant to put a blast out saying, hey, we have tons of people waiting to help you, when we really don't.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Kelly suggested telling them to make sure that they're on the list for senior moments, because that's got everything in it. It's got, you know, it's got all the programs, and it's got social services, and it's like anything they need, you know, will be in senior moments. So maybe some of them aren't getting senior moments.
What is senior moments?
And I think you also.
Newsletter for old people in East Granby. I get it whenever it comes out.
Okay.
So
It's
Kelly
the
does
same
it.
as Let's Talk Turkey. It's very similar. It comes
But
out
for
about the
seniors.
same.
Oh, no kidding.
Only it's usually green.
Yeah, green, pink this time.
And I think Elise and I just want to highlight that we have a lot of seniors that are 80 and older that are extremely active, volunteer, do a lot of things. And so we also don't want to insult them by insinuating they're alone and need help. And so just be sensitive to that is all I think is a point we want to make. We know many people well over 80 that are very, very active and very involved in the community. So just
Yeah, I don't think we
keep
can-
that in mind, that just
put a-
because you're over 80 doesn't mean you're,
A blanket that they're shut-ins.
Yes.
You know, because they're very active, like Kelly said. We've got quite a few. I just want to blanket them as all shut-ins, that's all. We
Right.
know there are we know of this, but we don't want to blanket the whole group. And if they aren't calling, I mean, sometimes Kelly and I say this, maybe they don't want business. Maybe
Yeah,
they,
that's true too.
I mean, maybe they want to come and go as they choose, kind of a thing, or call if they need. We get calls, we do, for people that are needing some support.
yes.
Hi, Creed.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
No problem. Glad to have you.
And the good thing about the villages that we've seen is that it's a nice community. So somebody might be somewhat isolated, but they'll say, oh, so-and-so invited me over for Easter dinner.
Look out
And,
for
you
each
know,
other.
so they do look out for each other, and there is that community for the 2 villages that doesn't take into account folks that aren't in the 2 villages. But those are just some, I think, things that we've talked about that we just wanted to highlight, to just look through that lens as well when you're deciding on the wording for the intake.
Well, I know we've had problems with the Good Samaritan program, just, you know, getting it off the ground for years of getting either volunteers or people that need help.
Well, we've had volunteers, and then nobody asks for help, so the volunteers fall off. And then
Right.
we don't get a ton of calls for the Good Sam program. We really don't. We get a lot of calls for CARES Day.
Yeah, CARES Day
There
was
we
kind of
go.
our transition for anybody that's newer. You know, we kind of did struggle, like Cheryl said. We really struggled finding the balance with the volunteers and the jobs. So CARES Day was sort of our, like, well, maybe we can put it all in one day and advertise it that way. And it did. I mean, thanks to the school now especially, we've got the help, so.
And that UR Community Care's got a ton of money. They did a boatload of advertising. And nothing happened with them either. And that was a very expensive advertising campaign. It was in Talk Turkey, individual flyers. I mean, it was
They struggled
everywhere.
there. Yeah.
Which was looking for volunteers and looking for people who needed help. And it was a similar outcome to what we get with Good Sam. There wasn't on either side, there wasn't a lot of people.
right?
That's something that we can maybe not focus our attention on, and maybe focus our attention on something other than Good Sam, if that's not really getting our bang for our buck.
Yep, and we'll continue, like I don't do it every newsletter anymore, but I do sometimes I put out, hey, we're looking for volunteers, for this Good Sam program, if you're interested, and then sometimes I say, do you need any help? So we still put it out there here and there, and we still aren't.
So maybe
So we
in
can
that-
continue to do that, just
Yeah,
to see if
and maybe
anything
in this
changes.
handout that we're gonna do in the cards, instead of saying we have people available for visits, which I don't feel comfortable going into either nowadays, maybe we just put, there are many, many resources available to you. You just, call this number or whatnot, because, some people, like, to your point, some people just don't want to be bothered.
They don't want you in their house.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes people uncomfortable.
I just have a question on the visits. Are we leery about it because we feel that there's false accusations that people can make, or, what is it, the real concern about going in and speaking with someone?
A little bit of that, a little bit of, I have my own health concerns that I'm very cautious on where I go to. And with my family members, I don't want to bring anything, back home to them. It's stuff I wouldn't actually think about, except for, the day and age that we live in now. But, it's just the whole comfortable factor of, if I was going into, say, one of your houses, I think on both parties are going to feel uncomfortable. Maybe, who knows?
If they didn't open the door or didn't want to open the door, I could see that. But I mean, if they were looking for you to come, then what would expect it really? It's a health issue more than. I was just trying to get an idea.
Yeah,
It's a safety issue. Safety
Yeah.
issue for me.
We had a nurse killed in a home visit this year.
Yeah, she was murdered in somebody's basement. I don't want to be murdered in
But
somebody's basement.
that's, I think, we can't let that, just, color our vision. That was a very unique, that was a visiting nurse that was going to somebody with special issues. And that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with.
But how do you know?
Yeah,
Seniors.
you don't know.
You don't know that for sure.
Well,
Anyway, I just want some wording on the inside.
Yeah.
I
Those that don't. I think the door should be looked at both sides. If there are people who don't want to do it,
Right.
maybe people that want to do it. And
Right.
see where you stand on that. Who's willing to and who's not.
right.
Good point.
Well, maybe if you had two people go,
Yeah,
rather than
pairs
one.
or something.
Yeah, a male and a female.
We already have been told we don't have the volunteers to do it.
Yeah, so I think we just leave it as there's resources available. If there's something that comes up, maybe we can make a phone call to a few people that have said in the past that they would volunteer or help out. I think that might be the way to go. But I think that's putting a lot on the services that we just aren't 100% sure are there at this time or will be there at a future time.
I think if we got 5 people that even asked for anything, I'd be jumping through the hoops. I would be like, woohoo! It's a big success. Because I don't think we're going to get that many anyways. And actually, I think it's more families that would want you to check on their loved ones. And these would be people that aren't even living in town, the family members that aren't able to get here as easily to visit or check on their parents or whatever. God bless you. So
What could you live with for wording, Cheryl?
what can I live with? I just want to get bang for the buck. We're spending a lot of money for the postage, our time and energy to put it out. Something personal that says, we really want to help you if we can,
What was our original one? Like spring on down to see what the senior center has to offer or something along those lines. Maybe a little cute play on words and then.
Yeah. Happy spring. Now is a good time to see what's happening at the senior center. So that's, I don't know.
I mean, I know it's very.
Well, we already wrote our messages
It just says
inside.
It just
but-
says thinking of you.
So what
and
is the
sending
message
sunshine
on
your
message?
way.
Right.
So that's really not any
Says, hello, thinking of you, and
sending sunshine your way.
sending sunshine your way. Very basic. Yeah.
Right. So, and that's my point is, it's not really saying, it is a nice thinking of you card, but it's not saying that there's other options for you if you need them. Maybe that's all we need to say.
That's what I mean, like what we originally were saying was, it was kind of basic, but it was like, you know, we are available in town, there are resources for you to look at, here's some contact information for whatever you're interested in, and not going into too much detail, because if they want the detail, that's what the phone number and email is for.
So does that help at all?
I know it's generic, but I do think pointing people to the senior moments and the talk turkey. I know but not everyone looks at it. I mean,
Not everybody can read. Not everybody has good eyesight anymore
But
either.
then they're not going to be able to read the insert
I was
either.
gonna
That's right. And that was a point that we'd have to make it in big, bold letters too.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
it's not wrong.
Yeah.
So maybe the insert just has the contact information for social services and senior services. And leave it at that, you know? At least they have a direction of where to go.
Something.
From your friends at the senior.
Yeah.
Commission on Aging.
Yeah, from your friends in Commission of Aging, and the phone number.
Kelly's phone number?
Yeah, that you can do my email or I don't remember what I said. I know it wasn't refined, but
Kelly,
do
did
you
you
have
say
that? When we emailed, do you have what I had
Yeah,
sent
something
you?
about senior moments.
But you said something like if you want to get on the senior moment list, like somebody you
Yeah,
might
I
not
can't-
have.
I can't,
you know?
it was a little rough.
We look
around the
forward to
edges. I
meeting
remember
you.
saying, how about something like this? I
Yeah.
just don't remember. It was like,
Just to make sure they're included. In it.
we have lots of activities this spring. Please contact senior services or get on the newsletter or something like that. But
Or just how about if you need assistance with, reach out to Kelly at Senior Services.
But again, what type of assistance?
It's
are
open-ended
we-
and then they call, what is the probability that they're gonna call you and say, I want my house dusted?
Oh, you would be surprised, Cheryl. We should have $1 for
Does the town provide a cleaning person?
Yeah.
Does the town
Yeah.
provide an aide to
Aide,
come and care
house
for my
cleaner,
loved one?
homemaker,
Does the-
aide,
That's the kind of calls we
caregiver.
get. So,
Oh, wow.
no, we don't have
What
any of that.
services does the
type.
town have?
I have a need. Can I call?
So that's
I want to
my
know how to get rid of a black bear. Because he tore my, under my porch, the thing,
Right.
tore that part, broken.
I don't know, my husband's chased them and they don't leave. They just look at him and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable now.
So are we any closer, folks? Because I want to get these printed up tomorrow and cut them up and get them out.
Please reach out to us and see what's happening at the senior center. We look forward to hearing from you.
I agree with that.
That's good.
That's perfect. I make a motion
Possibly in Kelly
that that's
Jacobs.
it.
I'll second.
Please reach out to us if we can help, I suppose.
Please.
They don't want it to be help.
No. Please reach out to us to see what the senior center has to offer. And we look forward to hearing from you.
But they can find that out from
Senior moments?
But if they're not on senior moments and this is their first introduction into that, it might be a way to get them into senior moments. like especially if they're a little newer to town
You
and.
say, and let us know if you'd like to be added to the.
I think that's, did you find what I had sent you about the
Oh, sorry.
newsletter? I just was curious.
Like make
I
sure
think the
you're
same thing, making the
signed up for our
connection to say there's a
newsletter.
newsletter that you can register for is the biggest
Here it
component.
is. Now is a good time to spring on down to the senior center. If you're not already on the mailing list, be sure to contact Kelly to receive the newsletter to see all the programs and activities we have planned this spring.
Bam!
It's fine.
I think that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you live with that?
It's uplifting.
Yeah, it's positive.
Make it in a
Go
big
for
font,
it.
that's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words.
Big fun.
Big.
Big font.
Big font.
Okay. All right.
Colored paper.
Done. Thank you.
Some of those cards are really little.
I know. I
Some
know.
of those cards are very loose.
We will have to fold it probably to get it in the envelope.
Like this big.
I was like, some of them were really tiny. The big ones, I'm like, I can use
Question
a
number two.
larger.
Question number
Read
two.
this.
Question number 2. Stamps. About $160 worth of stamps?
Okay. Excuse me, is that in your budget? It is not. So we're gonna take that,
From the
okay, so
funds
that,
you gave.
yep, so that's 160, but that's, where's the cards too?
I forgot to save the receipt. I bought the cards. It's okay. I saw the receipt in my purse. I was like, what do I need this for? Out of it.
I do.
Well, you
I
must,
managed
you
to
must
save
have an
it.
idea of how much it is.
No, it's okay.
Did you charge it? Would be on your credit card
Go
statement.
ahead. It was like,
Did
it
you
was,
want
no,
to
it
use
was
this money
minuscule.
for this?
You sure?
Suggested to
I'll do it.
Commissioner?
Thank you.
Okay.
But I have the receipts for the postage, so you have the $409 or whatever it was, right?
Yes.
So I will give these to you. $163.20.
Okay. Thank you. Cheryl, will you have-
Do you want to use some of the sunshine fund for this?
No, not at this point.
Okay,
That's
all
very
right.
kind. I don't know, have we had any other requests for the Sunshine Fund?
No, but I don't think
Nothing.
we've advertised it.
Wasn't
Like
it
in the
supposed to
senior
be in the
newsletter.
Newgate
Newgate Street.
or the
Talk turkey?
Talk Turkey?
Yeah.
It did go in the Talk Turkey?
I did put it in Talk
It's in
Turkey.
the COA section,
Okay.
you said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in for the one that came out,
That just came out.
right, in March.
That people donated in
I don't know if I'm that good and have that one in here.
Having a difficult time. or-
Trying to get my act together.
Do a program.
But, no, I have senior moments, I didn't have Talk Turkey in here. But I did put it into that because I also acknowledged both sides of it.
Okay.
That it was to help people out and to collect donations as well. So I did both sides.
All right.
And I'll put it in for the next one as well. So I'll have that going forward.
Okay.
I'll keep putting that in.
And I have a note to add it to the summer newsletter. So it hasn't, the timing didn't work, it wasn't
work,
put
yeah.
together for the spring one, so, but I do have a note that when I do the summer one to
Okay. All
put a
right.
little blurb in about it.
So we're looking for people to make them happy, so let me know.
Well, I actually did advertise it too. I went to the Metacomet Villages board meeting and I mentioned the program.
Okay.
And I know you had mentioned like to buy them sheets, bed sheets or.
Whatever they, food for their cat and dog or whatever makes their life a little easier.
So I did mention all of that, so.
Okay.
I brought that up there, so. Okay. I already talked about the senior reading program and that's on hold right now. And the next thing is Lee with your hydrangeas. So we know when it's a good time to plant them. Thank you, Kathy.
Anytime.
You have how many of them?
There's at least 10 that are,
They're all,
but
Together.
they're together, so they need to be separated. But I looked out here, you could make a nice area where the
Pavilion?
pavilion is around the concrete. They're gonna get big.
Yeah, that's my only thought is they do turn into be trees. They're big.
Well, they won't get into that big, but they will grow.
I have some that
Oh, well, no,
are 8
these-
feet high.
Oh, no, no,
Yeah,
these
these
aren't gonna
don't.
get that big.
No,
No.
they're bushes.
Just bushes, fence height, and they blossom all summer.
So I asked Eden because I asked her for 2 things. Number one, to see if the town could come up with an area that they would want to put. Now, last meeting, we were talking 1. We weren't talking 10. And we were also asking if they could actually, the town could go dig them up.
Right.
So I'll go back to her, and she said she's working on it, and it was her
Well,
response.
she can call me, and
So.
if it'll make the gentleman happy, I'll make a donation. Maybe we'll make a pizza lunch or something like that.
Well, we still have some money left.
Yeah, I do, and I don't mind, but I think it's something that could be done with if planned, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. The other thing is, Kathy mentioned via our phone call the other day was, I've done this with other people. You put it on Facebook, they're free, come get them. You won't believe how many people will
Yeah,
come
I
and
mean,
dig them up
certainly.
too. So,
If they dig them up.
especially hydrangeas.
Yeah.
That's a
If
really
they dig them
popular
up
one.
and they had a place at the town garage where it was offered that if they want to come and get them for ones they don't want, I mean,
Yeah,
it's the big problem is you need to get a digger in there to dig them up.
right,
They're so entangled in each other,
yeah.
so. And if they don't want them, they'll live still on near my driveway.
So we are still working on that, so
Okay.
we'll hold on that. New business. Just as an FYI, James asked for letter of recommendation. So hopefully I gave him a good enough recommendation for all of us. And you can come back as a superstar and tell us how wonderful it was.
Of course.
What's it for?
Just for like the local scholarship stuff up at the high school. Yep. I think it was for like the Lions Club, pretty sure. So
Yep.
hopefully I win.
Yeah, hey, every little bit helps, that's for sure. And as I mentioned, I did go to the Metacomet Homes Board meeting and just mentioned the programs that we do have going, like Rich's Foundation and how we have the CARES Day and a few other things just to mention, and that we will be looking for seniors to go into schools possibly to participate. So I had never been to one, so it was kind of good.
Seniors going into schools, is that just reading to kids, or is that helping them with reading?
I don't know what it's ultimately going to be. From what the advertisement was before on our website, it was reading.
Just reading.
It was reading. So it
Like
wasn't,
classrooms,
but
or
it doesn't mean that
individual.
it can't be support. It really is whatever. Because again, I can see, some people that have been in the war, et cetera, going into a history class and doing, like a little speech or something, introduction to the students in history class in a higher ed. But until I talk to Missy and find out, what her limitations are or what she wants, we can go from there. But supposedly it's just, reading or supporting in some way. Okay? Kelly's laughing. Okay, that's all I have on the agenda. So, almost cleared out for an hour. How about that? Comments from the public. What do we have for public? Anybody?
Go Huskies.
Ah, yes. Hey, they're both in Final Four, right? So that's awesome. That's really, really incredible. We're very lucky to have such good teams.
It was a good game last night.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yes, I know. It was after 11 o'clock.
You're in Portland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Yeah. Yeah. What are they? What's that, 5 hours?
Phenom.
4 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours?
Oh, yeah, the other
So,
Gridland's
At
as
least-
good as Becker's, or,
No comments.
no comments, Lee?
no, I'm happy.
Okay. Perfect, okay. Comments from COA? Let's start with you.
I don't have any comments.
Well, I apologize for being late. I had in my senior head that we were meeting at 7. So John can fill me in on what I missed. We'll talk it over
You
here.
don't end up.
Not a problem. We're glad you came.
Just have a good month. Good to see everybody.
Very good. No games coming up?
So the baseball team actually started 2-0. So our game tomorrow got canceled because of rain, but we play again at Windsor Locks on Friday. So
What's your position?
I'll play shortstop. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Maya, by the way, was out today. She thought she had a game tonight, but then it's the end of the quarter or something.
Oh yeah,
So-
a lot of stuff a lot of work to get done with.
Yeah. So she's like, I'm happy you canceled, but I'm gonna stay home and work, so. And Kathy?
I'm good. Thanks for helping me get the insert together.
Okay. Kareem?
Sorry I was late. Making breakfast.
Ooh, what's good?
It's a new one, so who knows whether they'll like it or not. Got about 50 people coming, so
It's a good
Wow.
one,
yeah,
Nice. Nice.
they show up.
Does ladies breakfast?
Dr. Warner,
What's the?
he's a vet,
Oh, okay.
was the vet. He's got some stories to tell about the animals and stuff.
So the question was, is it the ladies?
The ladies, the Granby Women's Breakfast Group. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Warner's coming tomorrow to talk, so.
And who is she?
It's a he, and he used to be the vet. So he's got all kinds of tales on animals and stuff, so. And everybody likes
Yeah,
animals.
he was at, what, Salmon Brook, or,
I guess he was Salmon Brook, yeah.
yeah.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Not yet.
Why not?
Thank you.
Close,
We're
close.
still going around.
Oh, all
Pam,
right, it seemed like we were
anything?
done.
You good, John?
I'm done.
Okay, Donna, do you have anything? Okay, now,
Oh, okay.
May I have a motion
Now I'll
to
make a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you.